Selena, how are you?
Hi, good, how are you?
I wanted to ask if you had any advice for women still single in their 30s.
We're gonna do this later.
Good to see you.
Are you excited for like wedding and stuff?
I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much kind of happening in the moment with, he's working on some projects that he has to wrap up, and we just have things we want to finish.
Selena's so insane. When we first started going out on dates, she used to pull up to my house minimum 20 minutes early, maybe 30 minutes early. And she would wait outside, but she didn't realize that my cameras could see like down the street, and her car would just be parked outside for like 30 minutes. And she would just wait until it was time to...
It's just like blabbering about all these women that want to talk to him. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, Dave, I didn't say Dave, I said Chuck. I said, Chuck, you're talking about these girls, and you got Kristen over there. She's the best girl I've ever seen. You're a fucking moron. And I was like, go out there and find her. And he did. And over the last 5 years, I've gotten to know Kristen. She's so sweet, so funny, and we really just found out, like in the last 6 months, that she's 10 times better at Dave than writing any television show. And I know that's gonna hurt your ego, but yeah, he likes it.
Benny Blanco looks like he's on the verge of breaking because he just can't keep up with the whirlwind stress of marrying Selena Gomez. Her entire team is unraveling, panicking over every little detail of this wedding gone completely off the rails. Selena keeps changing her mind. One day it's yes, the next it's no, because she wants the perfect fairy tale moment. But behind closed doors, friendships are collapsing, tempers are flaring, and Hollywood's biggest names are circling, waiting to witness the spectacle of the year. The pressure is suffocating, and it's crushing everyone around her. Weddings are already stressful, but when your name is Selena Gomez, forget it. It's chaos on a whole new level. And listen, I adore Selena. But right now, being in her orbit sounds like a nightmare. Reports claim her perfectionism has the entire team walking on eggshells. One wrong flower, one tiny slip-up, and it's meltdown city. Insiders whisper that Selena has been nitpicking every single decision down to the tiniest detail, and her crew is ready to collapse under the weight of it all. The wedding is locked for Montecito, California this September, but instead of joy, it's giving drama, tension, and confusion. Selena wants luxury, Selena wants magic, but she keeps tearing up plans and starting from scratch. Even the most trivial details, things most brides wouldn't even notice, are sparking full-blown debates. One insider admitted Selena wants perfection, but can't stop second-guessing herself. And now what was supposed to be her dream day feels like it's slipping straight into total chaos. And here's the kicker. When Selena was asked in a recent therapy sit-down if she was even excited about her own big day, her reaction wasn't exactly glowing. On camera, instead of radiating joy, she sounded hesitant, almost distant, leaving fans unsettled. When asked, "Are you excited for the wedding?" she answered, "I am. I couldn't be more excited. It's just, there's so much happening. Right now, he's working on projects. I have things I want to finish." Her voice trailing with stress instead of spark. That moment had everyone wondering, is she chasing happiness or chasing control? But the stress doesn't end there. The guest list itself is becoming a battlefield. Selena is pulling in some of the biggest names in Hollywood, which means not just a glamorous headcount, but a logistical nightmare of security demands, VIP treatment, and endless scheduling chaos. We're talking Taylor Swift, Travis Scott, Jennifer Aniston, Cara Delevingne, better watch what's in the drinks, Miley Cyrus, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. With this much star power in one room, the wedding could either go down as legendary or implode as a disaster. And just when the pressure couldn't rise higher, word leaked that Meryl Streep may also be attending, cranking the stakes sky high. But here's where it gets really messy. Selena still hasn't finalized her bridesmaids or even chosen a maid of honor, terrified that picking one person will alienate another. Fans are already speculating wildly over who might get the role, knowing this single decision could shake friendships across Hollywood. And if that wasn't enough, the dress situation is spiraling too. Fittings are a nightmare. Her calendar is overloaded, and sources say she's a nervous wreck, desperate to get every detail right while unintentionally burying her team under the pressure. And looming over it all is the question no one can ignore. Will Taylor Swift stand beside her as maid of honor? With Selena's wedding set for late September and Taylor's massive album release hitting October 3rd, the timing is razor thin. Some fans already whisper history could repeat itself. Just like when Rihanna skipped out on Katy Perry's big day, could Taylor's absence become the ultimate scandal at Selena's fairy tale wedding? Just days ago, paparazzi queen Melanie Miller caught Selena at the airport and tossed her a simple question. What advice would you give women over 30 who are still single? Selena smiled politely but brushed it off with, "We can do this later," before rushing away. To casual fans, it seemed harmless, but the internet instantly read between the lines, especially since Selena herself just turned 30. With so many of her friends still single, whispers began, is part of her wedding stress tied to the ticking marriage clock she feels on her shoulders? Despite that, Selena is still dead set on creating a picture-perfect 3-day event. Grand, glamorous, unforgettable. But instead of looking like a fairy tale, it's starting to resemble a tightrope act where one wrong move could trigger the scandal of the season. Hosting Hollywood's elite for 3 entire days is the kind of pressure most people would crumble under. But Selena has rare beauty empire money, and she's determined to make it happen. Insiders say this isn't just a wedding, it's a full-scale production. Think Jeff Bezos levels of luxury, parties, galas, non-stop glam from morning until night. Of course, she has a planner and a full staff, but that hasn't stopped Selena from micromanaging every last detail. Colors, flowers, menus, music, and her constant backtracking is driving the team to exhaustion. One insider even admitted, "I've never seen someone claim to be so sure about something while looking so unsure at the same time." And that line speaks volumes. Thankfully, Benny Blanco has stepped in as the peacemaker, gently urging her to delegate, reminding her to let go. But Selena refuses. She wants her fingerprints on every inch of this wedding. And get this, Benny's not just whispering reassurances, he's literally massaging her neck and shoulders, trying to ease the tension. Because really, who would dare raise their voice at Selena Gomez? He's doing everything he can to keep her steady, but the stress feels bigger than just pre-wedding jitters. Something deeper is weighing on her. Everyone knows what usually comes after marriage, the pressure for kids. And insiders say that thought has been spinning non-stop in Selena's mind. She's battled lupus for years, a fight that's already made her road to motherhood complicated. Meanwhile, sources claim Benny can't stop talking about their future, about cute kids, about family life, and it's sending Selena into a spiral. Fans are whispering the hardest question of all. Could Selena's deepest fear be that she won't be able to give Benny the family he dreams of? That possibility haunts her, fueling the stress and transforming this wedding into an emotional storm. Outwardly, the world is waiting for glam, magic, and perfection. But behind closed doors, Selena is wrestling with heartbreakingly real fears about her health, her future, and whether she can ever live up to the fairy tale everyone expects. Benny recently opened up in an interview that shocked fans, confessing he's been dreaming and praying daily about becoming a dad. He gushes that their kids would be adorable, that Selena would be the perfect mom. Sweet words, yes, but sources say Selena is terrified, desperate to make him happy but fearing she'll fall short. That fear is eating her alive, leaving her wondering if it could even shake their relationship. And this isn't just insecurity, it's rooted in reality. Selena has faced lupus, a kidney transplant, and the lifelong weight of bipolar disorder. Doctors have reportedly warned that her medications could make pregnancy not just difficult, but dangerous. Adoption is an option, of course, and Selena has called it a blessing. Her own mother, Mandy, was adopted, and she's spoken about how beautiful that was. But deep down, insiders say Selena never pictured herself becoming a mother that way. It wasn't the dream she carried before doctors told her pregnancy could risk her life. Just when fans thought the pressure couldn't get heavier, Selena and Benny showed up at someone else's wedding, and chaos followed. Social media erupted when SCA herself commented on a post, panicking that she had missed Selena and Benny's own wedding entirely. The internet went wild with speculation, convinced the pair had secretly tied the knot. But no, it wasn't their big day. It was actually Benny's friend Dave's wedding. Still, what went down there had everyone side-eyeing Benny like never before. He grabbed the mic to give a toast, but instead of keeping it classy, fans claim he started rambling about other women. What was supposed to be a groom's moment turned into a messy, eyebrow-raising speech. One stunned fan asked, Why would he talk about other girls at someone's wedding? Another fumed, "I'd be livid if someone gave a speech like that at mine." Online, the backlash split the room. Some thought it was funny, others called it humiliating. But everyone agreed it was awkward enough to blow up Twitter. And while Benny's words had the internet buzzing, Selena's world was already overflowing with friendship drama. Her own confessions said it best. "That's why there were only 20 people at my birthday, because the 200 who came to my 30th are gone now." The biggest scandal? Her sudden distance from Brooklyn Beckham and Nicola Peltz. Not long ago, these three were inseparable, branded a throuple by fans for how much time they spent together. They even cemented their bond with matching angel tattoos. Nicola couldn't stop calling Selena her chosen sister, gushing in interviews that she was a true angel. But fast forward, and cracks began to show. Brooklyn already had a rift with his famous family, and soon Selena seemed to pull back too. Sources claim she grew tired of Nicola's so-called diva behavior, from hijacking dinners for photo ops to allegedly getting cold and dismissive if the spotlight shifted away. One insider bluntly put it, "Nicola is jealous of Selena." And it wasn't long before whispers spread that their once-tight trio had fractured. Brooklyn and Nicola's vow renewal came and went with no Selena in sight, and when her engagement to Benny was announced, they didn't even congratulate her. Talk about shade. And then came the tattoos, the ultimate symbol of how deep the rift had grown. Those matching angel tattoos, once a sign of their ride or die bond, are now barely visible on Selena's skin, faded like the friendship itself. Fans immediately noticed and started joking online. A little exfoliation and that tattoo's gone for good, but others turned the jokes into accusations, pointing the finger at Selena herself. One viral comment read, "I think Selena has problematic behavior because all her friends eventually walk away. She only seems like Snow White to her fans because of her appearance." Brutal words, but ones that echoed across social media. Interestingly enough, Selena recently opened up on the Therapist's podcast about losing friendships. She didn't name names, but fans were convinced she was alluding to Brooklyn and Nicola, hinting at how painful the collapse really was. "I've been burned a few times," she admitted. "I like to believe in the good in people. I really like to forgive. But sometimes you realize some things you can't keep letting happen to you." That one quote set the internet ablaze, with fans dissecting whether she was shading Nicola, Brooklyn, or someone else entirely. But while that throuple disintegrated, Selena was moving forward with Benny Blanco. The pair were soon spotted on cozy double dates, even dining with some of her only Murders in the Building castmates. Cameras caught them laughing, sharing oysters and massive shrimp platters, while fans online joked about swinger energy and secret meanings behind the gatherings. Whether it was just dinner or something spicier, the speculation never stopped. And the more the public saw Selena glued to Benny, the more they noticed how her social circles seemed to be shrinking. Once surrounded by high-profile besties, she now appeared more isolated, with former friendships fading into silence. The big question fans kept asking was simple. Is Selena unlucky with friends, or is she the common denominator? And this isn't. The first time Selena's friendships have fallen apart in public. Fans still remember the icy drama with Francia Raisa, the very friend who donated her kidney to save Selena's life, only for the two of them to drift into a bitter fallout later. The internet tore Selena apart back then, accusing her of being ungrateful and difficult, and now, with Brooklyn and Nicola, it feels like history repeating itself. The whispers are louder than ever. Does Selena push people away when the spotlight isn't flattering? At the same time, insiders say she's leaning harder than ever on Benny Blanco, almost as if he's become her single safe place while the rest of Hollywood feels shaky. But is that devotion healthy, or does it point to something darker? Especially since Benny can't seem to stop talking about marriage, kids, and forever. For Selena, that might feel less like comfort and more like pressure stacked on top of pressure. Meanwhile, fans are split right down the middle. Some argue Selena is being unfairly painted as the villain, pointing to Nicola Peltz's long-standing reputation for diva antics as the real problem. But others insist the smoke proves there's fire, citing a long list of ex-friends, from Demi Lovato to Francia Raisa, as evidence that Selena might have her own toxic patterns. One viral comment summed it up with brutal clarity. If everyone keeps leaving, maybe the problem isn't them. Adding fuel to the fire, sources say Selena has been more withdrawn at public events, skipping red carpets, cutting appearances short, and pulling away from the spotlight she once commanded. Is the chaos of friendships, wedding stress, and health battles pushing her into isolation? Or is she quietly preparing for a grand Hollywood comeback, free from people she now sees as distractions? Selena herself recently dropped a surprising anecdote that fans can't stop dissecting. She revealed that when she first started dating Benny, she would show up to his house 20 or 30 minutes early and wait in her car, not realizing his cameras could see her parked down the street. It was a small detail, but it painted a vivid picture. Selena Gomez, one of the most famous women in the world, sitting quietly in her car, waiting for love. Now, every strange smile, every missing guest, every subtle shift in her world is being treated as proof that Hollywood loyalty comes with an expiration date. At the end of the day, Selena's romance with Benny Blanco was supposed to be a fairy tale. Instead, it's unfolding like a high-stakes Hollywood saga. From friendship breakups to wedding chaos, from health worries to the looming pressure of motherhood, Selena is carrying a mountain of stress while the entire world watches. And the cruel truth is this: in the spotlight, every private fear becomes Mami Banasa public drama, and every whisper turns into a headline. Fans are divided. Some insist she's the target of jealous friends and fake insiders. Others believe her own behavior might be pushing people away. Either way, this wedding is no longer just about flowers and vows. It's about loyalty, reputation, and whether Selena Gomez can finally create the life she wants without the world tearing her apart. And let's be real, the guest list alone could spark a scandal. Imagine Taylor Swift no-showing, Brooklyn and Nicola's names missing entirely, or Benny slipping up in his vows. The paparazzi will be there, the fans will be watching, and every move will be dissected. This wedding could become the love story of the decade, or the messiest Hollywood circus we've ever seen. So the real question is this: is Selena a perfectionist protecting her dream day? Or is she burning bridges faster than she can build them? And when the spotlight turns blinding, will Benny's calm energy be enough to keep it all from falling apart? So, what do you think? Is Selena just chasing her dream day? Or is the pressure tearing everything apart? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love reading what you all have to say. And while you're here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next update. Trust me, you won't want to miss the drama we've got coming up next.